Excuse me, Islam to me is the most feminist religion, right?
She said Islam to her is the most feminine religion. Well, how about you tell that to the women who must ask permission before they leave the house from a male guardian? Tell that to the women wearing the niqab where their eyes are covered like this so they don't by accident seduce the males who cannot control themselves. Tell it to them. Hi guys, doing this is Sahar TV, and in today's video we'll watch a debate whether Sharia law should come to Australia or not. It's between a Muslim and a non-Muslim. Let's have a look and give our 2 cents as we watch. Let's go.
Anybody that supports Sharia law in this country should be deported.
So do you know what Sharia law is?
Yes, but it does not have
do you know
rights.
what it is?
Me praying for Sharia law?
Of course, me praying 5 times a day is Sharia.
Okay.
Right? Like basic.
What about the equal rights for women? What about
that is completely separate from Islam.
So now you can be a Sharia law supporter and be half pregnant at the same time.
What are you talking about? You were talking about stuff you don't know anything about. Like, okay, I'm not going to attack you personally. But my frustration is that people talk about Islam without knowing anything about it, and they're willing to completely negate any of my rights as a human being, as a woman, as a person with agency, simply because they have an idea about what my faith is about. Excuse me, Islam to me is the most feminist religion, right?
Oh my God. She said Islam to her is the most feminine religion. Well, how about you tell that to the women who must ask permission before they leave the house from a male guardian? How about you do that? Islam is the most oppressive religion towards women. Tell that to the women wearing the niqab where their eyes are covered like this so they don't by accident seduce the males who cannot control themselves. Tell it to them.
We got equal rights well before the Europeans. We don't take our husbands' last names because we ain't their property. Right? We were given the right to own land. We the fact is, what is culture is separate from what is faith. And the fact that people go around dissing my faith without knowing anything about it and want to chuck me out of a country I have done, and Muslims. The fact is, Jackie, I agree.
The fact is, we have one law in this country, and it is the Australian law. It's not Sharia law.
In Islam,
not in this country.
Do you know what
not in my day.
In Sharia, it says you follow the law of the land on which you are on.
Really? If it says that, how about you show me that verse? Because that verse, I have not been able to find that in the Quran. I can find you this. In Quran 4:59, obey Allah, obey the messenger, and those in authority among you. So whatever Allah says is what you should follow. You are supposed to believe in one ummah, one nation. And in the Quran itself, it says, Muslims are one ummah. In Quran 23:52, they must not divide into separate groups or entities. That's in Quran 3:103. Brotherhood of believers overrides nationality, 49:10. In Surah 5:51, Muslims cannot give political alliances to non-Muslim systems. She's simply lying to you. And the fact that she's speaking like this is because she lives in a Western country. She doesn't live in Iran. She doesn't live in Afghanistan. She doesn't live in those countries. She lives in a Western country, so she feels the privilege that she can speak like this. But once Sharia comes to those Western countries, she's not going to be so eager to praise Islam the way she does right now.
It says in Islam that you follow the law of the land.
You tell me why. Don't tell me women are trying to
you know anything about my religion.
Killed. You tell me that.
Jackie,
that is not my religion.
Can I just say that shouting at each other is not going to help?
That is true.
So please stop. I just want to ask you, let me go to, I'm saying that to both of you if you wouldn't mind. Now, let's just go to Donald Trump was mentioned, and obviously he's redefining the rules around immigration in the United States, at least temporarily at this stage. You got caught up in that. Are you still caught up in it as a dual Sudanese-Australian citizen? So
I was born in Sudan. I moved to Brisbane when I was a year and a half. And apparently because I was born in Sudan, I might be a terrorist.
So she was born in Sudan, but she never experienced Sudan and what they're going through right now, primarily because of religion. Got you. So she is the one who gets to dictate how Islam treats women, how Islam treats unbelievers, how Islam treats Muslims who don't follow Islam the way it should be followed. Awesome. Great.
I was caught up in that because of the fact that I was born in Sudan. Despite the fact that I grew up in this country, I know no other real culture than Australian, really, because Australian is who I am. And I think the fact is that Donald Trump is changing a whole bunch of things. And the fact that we're normalizing the kind of discussions and the kind of rhetoric that Donald Trump uses frightens me, right? It deeply makes me scared because, Jackie, you talk about, and I apologise for yelling because that is unbecoming of a lady. You talk about protecting Australians. Well, I am Australian. I have gone around the world talking about how much I love Australia. Just wait, right? And so it hurts me deeply.
The question that should be asked right here is, are you first Australian and then Muslim? Or are you first Muslim and then Australian? Because she's going to say she's first Muslim and then Australian, then she's lying to the viewers watching. If you're first Muslim, you should believe in Sharia. You should believe in one ummah. You should believe that Islam, you should believe that the world should have no borders. That's what you should believe in. So if you're doing that right now, if that question is going to be asked, that's what she's going to say.
Right? When my elected representatives don't want to have me in this country simply because of my faith or because of where I was born. And I think this kind of rhetoric is what we saw pre-World War II. We saw it in the 30s. The same kind of othering. They are different. They're not like us. They do stuff that we don't accept. I back you 100%. We should look after people that are vulnerable in this country. I will back you to the hilt on that. But that is not mutually exclusive to being generous to those that are coming in.
Okay, now, Jackie, let's hear from you.
Okay.
And let me just put this to you. Do you accept that some of the things you say can come across as being quite hateful to others?
To a minority. Well, if that's a minority, but this is for the majority. This is what
But I mean, one of the
Oh, girl!
Want to feel safe, be safe, and Donald Trump, if he wants to put that and put those on hold for 3 months, he has every right to do so until he can work out exactly what is going on. If that's going to keep America safer, just like it's going to keep Australia. So, you know what? Stop playing the victim. Stop playing the victim on. We've had enough. Stop playing the victim.
Okay, may I ask you this?
Your ban got lifted. Get over it.
Oh, sure.
All right, enough.
I'm so fine right now. Okay.
Right, well, there you go.
So the thing is, Jackie, is that...
So it hasn't hurt you at all.
The thing is, Jackie, is that national security experts around the world have said that these sort of bans are the things that make countries less safe. It's not me saying it. It's actual experts, right?
They're the same national security
Okay, all right.
Appeal to authority. Don't you love going to that direction, right? Sharia dictates you have to impose jizya on the disbelievers, on the people of the book who are Jews and Christians. So let's assume for a second that Islam comes to the United States or Australia or the UK. They become the majority. They vote for Sharia law. Sharia law becomes the system, the legal system in those countries. What is going to happen to the Jews and Christians under this system? What's going to happen to them? Imagine Islam is a global thing, which it's going to become a global thing. What is going to happen to the minorities under Muslims? How about you look at Muslim countries right now? Can you name a single minority group that's actually prospering in those Islamic countries? Can you? You can't. And that's a problem. Islam doesn't welcome you if you are not a Muslim. So how about you stop lying on national TV to make your religion appear friendly and peaceful when it's in fact not? Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. If you'd like to watch more of my stuff, please check out my channel down below. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that notification button so you can be notified every time I upload new content. If you'd like to support me and the channel financially, you can do that using Buy Me Coffee or Patreon down in the links below. Also, we now have a Discord that you can join down in the link below. And now you can become a YouTube member and enjoy specific YouTube perks. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.